Hello, peeps. Hello. Yeah. I forgot to put my fucking my thingy in there. So yeah. Hello. It's your granddad. Don't know why I do that. It's always that Peter Kay thing. What he did, that sketch, it always makes me laugh. Right. Anyway, guys. So I just chuck all this hot ash all over myself, because that's kind of the kinks that I have. But yeah, so guys, what we're saying, the pub is open, and I am gonna get a drink, and hopefully everyone is good because I am good. I was going to go to the pub tonight, actually. I actually go to the pub instead of sit on here in the pub. But changed my mind. Probably go tomorrow instead. And I just decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's start the pub up. There's actually a few things that I want to kind of bring up. I've seen Che Adams being linked to Forest as a free transfer. So, not quite sure what's going on with that. Give us a different option, I suppose. I'm not quite 100% with it because I don't think he really cuts it in the Premier League anyway, does he really? So, I'm not 100% on it, if I'm honest. But if it's what the team wants, it's what the team wants. There is some good news, which I believe to be good news anyway, and that is basically it's being said. Hold up, I'm offline on here. Why am I offline on here? It's being said that what the fuck is going on with the laptop? Oh, I bet I know what a fucking you twat. I ain't got the thing on. But I don't need it on anyway, do I? I've got this on, you donkey. What do I need the fucking laptop on for? I only need that if I'm doing something else. But I'm not, so I can do it through StreamYard anyway. So yeah, I mean, this thing with Forest and basically down to we've got to find 30 mil by June to do with the FFP, and that's citing that Murillo is the one that we'll probably be selling. That will be that's what's being said anyway. Murillo will be the one that we'll be selling, which is going to be about 60 to 70 mil, I hope. How you doing, Carl? You all right, mate? And the thing is, right, I noticed this morning. No, not that. I noticed this morning, which is kind of got me a bit intrigued, to be honest. It's got me a bit intrigued. Right, so this is what I noticed this morning. Is that the right thing? Is that the right thing? Is that the right thing? I don't know. Hold up. It might not be the right thing. It's not the right thing. Right, okay. What did I just do with that I opened up then? Right, so let's do it like that and then try and get it on. Cole's already seen it because I showed it him this morning. That sounds really ominous, don't it, eh? That sounds really ominous, that. But no, I mean this. Right, where is it? Actually, I can't find it. There it is. Right, so basically, what it's saying is. Let me get on the right screen because I can't fucking read that for my fucking life. Where is it? Where the fuck's the screen gone now? This is going well. Is that it? Oh, I've lost the street. I've lost the screen again now. Oh, okay. I can't read it on there, but anyway, what it is basically Aston Villa have tried to say how much they want to spend or whatever, and they've actually had a word with the FFP. It appears that they're going to raise the price from 105 million loss in 3 years to 135 million loss in 3 years. Whether that's actually happening, I don't know. But that's kind of made me a little bit sort of happy, because surely if that's the case, would that mean that we'd still need to find this 30 million by June? If this comes in before that, how does that work? I don't know. Yeah, it was bigger than I expected, says Carl. Cheers, mate. Thank you. And yeah, he big up cost of living crisis is real. How are they charging £1 for a boost drink when it was not 89p before? Yeah, on the bottle it says special offer. Meanwhile, it goes by 11 pence. Bro, why? I think it's quite sad that people need things like that. I really do. Honestly, I really do think it's sad that people need boost drinks. To me, it's just legalized drugs, mate. To be honest, I mean, I used to, back in the day, I used to drink a lot of iron brew and start coughing up blood. And I went to see the doctor, which is like, first time I've actually can't even get in to see him there anyway. But he told me I got to stop drinking it because it wasn't good for my system. I was drinking a lot of it, but nobody should need energy drinks. I'm sorry, I don't think anybody should need energy drinks. You get natural energy anyway from eating right and doing things right. So I don't understand why you need that. Big up to Anthony. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. You can jump on if you want, because I want to discuss this. Basically, what is happening, and I don't know where this screen is because I can't find it, so I can't read the fucking thing. But it must be somewhere. There it is. Why can I not get on the fucking thing? No, for some reason it won't show it me anyway. So I've got. Where's my glasses? Because that is seriously small fucking writing. That is. Right. Okay. So I'm going to attempt to read that. Breaking news. However, it's expected a separate proposal from Aston Villa to increase the amount of money clubs can lose under PSR rules over a 3-year period is going from 105 million to 135 million will get the go ahead. So would that mean that we don't need this 30 million for June? Because if it does, I still think we're going to lose certain players anyway. I still think we're going to lose Mourinho anyway. Yeah, did you see South Clan 26-man squad? Yes, I did. It's a bit more progressive, I think. There's a few players in there that probably have really deserved to be there, I think, personally. So I wouldn't. I'm not too. I'm not too bothered about it anyway, to be quite honest with you. But Saka's there. Did he have a great season? Not really. But Cole Palmer's there. He needs to get on that pitch quite a lot because I hate to say it, guys, but Saka's becoming a bit of a Sterling, a one-trick pony. But yeah, I mean, he's going to get in there. Ivan Toney's in there as well, so he'll be getting his bets in, I should think, as we speak. And Ollie Watkins, who definitely deserves it, and Harry Kane. I think we've got quite a decent strike force there, to be honest. We've got some decent strikers there. What would I say about midfield? I mean, because you've got Wharton's in there, isn't he? Kobe Mainoo's in there. Declan Rice, obviously. I can't remember the other one. Where's the bloody? Where is the bloody team sheet? I can't find this bloody screen. that I've shared. I don't know why it's not there. Right, okay, let's have a look. Right, England. Instead of trying to think of it, 26-man squad for the Euros. See if I can find this. Let's have a look. Well, that's fucking bollocks, that is. That's not telling me jack shit. England squad names. Is that it then? No, I can't actually. I can't actually find it. So fuck that shit. Right. So yeah, I mean, do you think we're going to do anything great in it? To be honest, I don't. I think we always get excited beforehand, and it just ends up being a damp squid as normal. So, you know, Tony definitely handed in his betting slips. Yeah, I think so, mate. I definitely think so. And you know, from what I've seen of it, like I say, I'm not that interested anyway. But he has kind of tried to change it up with a few different players in there. Not taking Maguire is probably a bit of a weird one because he does actually do well for England. So I mean, he don't do very well for his club, but he does well for England. So that one's a bit weird. But yeah, has anybody seen Jez since his marathon stream with Lee Gunner? I think he's outdone himself, hasn't he? I think. No, we will get to the quarterfinals. Yeah, pretty much same old, innit? Really. How you doing, Luke James? You all right, mate? And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't really get excited with it anymore, to be honest. I used to, back when I was a kid. But there's one or two. I get so frustrated with watching England because I can see that their tactic wise they could actually be a hell of a lot better, and we just do the same shit all the time, which is just annoying. Big up Aces, how you doing, mate? England are evens money not to win Euros, easy money. Yeah, I don't think we'll win it. I don't think we'll win it. I'll be very surprised if we actually do win it. But there was actually something on Instagram with all the team on it, but I can't find it now. I don't know where the hell that's gone, to be honest with you. So not going to bother with that. Explore, let's have a look, see if we can actually find it. But no, I don't think we're going to do a great deal, to be honest. I'll be very surprised if we do. I have heard that what's his name? Turner's going. Turner's definitely going to a MLS squad, which I think is probably the best anyway. Vlachodimos is going because he's not really playing anyway, so no, not really much point in being there. How you doing, Mama? Hope you're well. And Rossi at the likes if you haven't. Yes, do that, please. And England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales to host Euro 28. That should be good. Yeah, we'll probably fucking lose that. Mind you, at least we probably won't have Southgate by then. It'll be implemented at Manchester United, won't he? Has Ten Hag been sacked? Because, I mean, I've not seen anything on Ten Hag being sacked. So, I don't know. Don't know about that. But what do you think about this, like, changing the PSR from 105 million to 135 million? Because surely all these teams that apparently are getting hit by it, and surely that would make them all right, wouldn't it, if they actually bring that in? I mean, I don't know what the exact figures are, to be honest. Maths ain't my strong point. Viaplay have secured Scotland Premier League rights until 2023. Okay, no idea what that is. But Evening Mama says Anthony. But yeah, what do you guys think? Because if that happens, it means we haven't got to find that 30 million by June the 30th unless they actually keep that going. You know, I don't know that I'm not 100% sure on. But yeah, other than that, Forest news, not really a lot going on. Seen a few pictures of possible new shirts. Doesn't look much different to the one that we've got now, to be honest. A lot of it's concept art, though. But I'm sure people will be traveling that around and saying, "Oh yeah, this is the new shirt." You know, it's not. Well, not as far as I know, it's not. Anyway, there's one in Turkey, which I don't think that was right either, to be honest with you. Until 2030 season, big up Yeti, how you doing? Early doors, all right, matey. And Ineos wants Southgate to replace Ten Hag. Yeah, he does, study, which will make Mr. Fuzzy a very, very happy man, I would imagine. And big up to all the chat. And Tony, Anthony, mate, and Aces. If you guys want to jump on, you can. We'll discuss this situation because I find it quite interesting. Great. One thing I will say about the England setup is great to see Jared Bowen getting a look in. To be honest, that to me is one of the big ones, in my opinion. Let me just chuck this link out. Yeah, I think that's good, and I think it's good for West Ham as well, because I think if he keeps kind of getting overlooked all the time, then there might come a time where he does actually think, you know, would I be better off going somewhere else, kind of thing. You know, so I mean, I do think that is a really good idea to have Jared Bowen in there, and he's deserved it. Let's face it, he has really deserved it. So, you know, I can't really knock that, to be honest. That's probably the one that really sort of stood out to me, to be fair. As for strikers, I actually think we've got a decent strike team there, to be honest. Watkins, Tony, and Harry Kane. Don't think that's bad at all. You guys think? Right, I've sent the links if you want to jump on, and I shall just keep going on about the Forest things that I know, which is not a great deal, to be fair. There's not a lot going on. I've seen that somebody posted today about Ryan Sessegnon is free, so we should take a punt on him. Not too sure on that. He gets hamstring injuries all the time. And he's a left back stroke, wing back stroke left wing, which means he's going to be doing a hell of a lot of running and a hell of a lot of running fast. So that's hamstring fucking city, isn't it? Really? I mean, what's the point in that? I don't think that to me does not sound like the best idea on the planet, to be honest. But I don't. But you know what it's like. It's free, so it won't cost us anything. I don't think some people understand how football works. Just because it's a free agent, it's still going to cost you wages and all that kind of thing, contract and everything. Of course, it's still going to cost, isn't it? Southgate suits selling at United Megastore in the summer. Yeah, Fuzz will probably have one on his show. He's probably getting one fitted now. Southgate suit and tie. Evening, Luke. How's everybody doing? Everyone is good. So yeah, I mean this Premier League thing. Apparently, all the teams have voted to not have to keep VAR as well, which doesn't surprise me. I knew that was coming anyway, to be fair. Even we have, apparently. Even we have. But then again, people have jumped on the fact of, Forrester complaining about VAR all the time and then vote to keep it. Well, the thing is, we wasn't really complaining about VAR. We was complaining about the assistance that's actually behind VAR. It's not the actual VAR. I mean, nobody can actually blame that. It's the people that's actually reading the damn thing and actually coming up with the decisions by viewing it. And the people that's using it, that's who we had the problem with, not the actual thing. Do I like it? No, not really. I don't. I think it takes away from the game. I think it kills the celebration of when you score, which is something you cannot do in football. I don't think. If you're going to watch football, the main thing is when you put the ball in the back of the net. So, you can't take away that ability to celebrate that. This thing where I've seen it on watch-alongs, where somebody will score and they're like, yeah, oh no, don't celebrate yet, don't celebrate yet, wait till VAR's seen it. And it's like, nah, mate, nah, not down for that. Big up to EU Toss. How you doing, mate? You well? VAR nothing but brown envelopes. 100%, mate. 100%. It's open to corruption, isn't it? I think that's why I've never liked it, to be honest. It makes it very, very open to corruption, you know. But the fact of the matter is, I think there's only one team that's actually abstained in the vote, and that was Wolves. Everybody else has said yes, keep it. But I mean, I would hope they've said yes, keep it, but get the fucker sorted out and get it working properly. You know, that's what they need to be doing, not just saying yes, keep it. There is work to be done there. 100% there's work to be done there because every single game, the talking points are not the best goals at the after the weekend. The talking points are always down to VAR. And I don't think that's right with football. The talking point should be the most amazing goal, the most amazing game, the best plays, and all that kind of stuff. But it's not. It's always took over by a decision, bad decisions and things. And I think that's shit as well, to be honest. I can see major protests against Ineos after Southgate appointment. They won't do no. They won't do no. The thing is, Aces, they don't stick together. When, if you remember, when Glazers took over, yeah, there was a few of them. I think it was Ferguson's last game, if I remember right. There was a few of them that got on the pitch saying no to the Glazers and stuff like that, but they didn't stick together. If they'd have stuck together, then, I mean, might not made a difference, but if they'd have stuck together, maybe they would have got rid of them. But there was other fans that were saying, oh no, they'll be good for the team and all this, that and the other. Now, a few years down the line, you can see that they was right, but they didn't stick together. They didn't stick together as a fan base. They tried to afterwards. It was too late then, but it's the same as any American owner, mate. They'll always divide the team and the fans. They'll always divide the fans. It's the easiest way of doing it because then fans are arguing with each other instead of going for the owners. It's 101 in business, really. So easy. I can see major protests against Ineos, majority of rules fair enough, and try and speed it up a bit, waiting half hour for a decision. Well, that's just ridiculous, Luke. That is just pathetic. Why did it take that long to actually see it? I don't get that. That's got to be because it's people that don't know how to use the equipment, you know. I mean, it's like, I mean, I'm a computer man anyway, so it's like, you know, I would get that line up straight away. You know, it's like, this is what it looks. It's like for me with VAR when there's a decision, they all sit there and they go, right, okay, let's have a look at this. How do you do that? How do you do that line again? Dave, how do you get the line on the screen? I don't know. I forgot. Mike, you know how to get the line on the screen. Don't talk to me. I'm having a cigarette. I think that's probably how the conversations go, which is probably why they don't want to be mic'd up because they're all going, I can't remember how to get a line on this fucking screen. How do you rewind it? Shit, I've got to rewind it. How do you do that? And then somebody comes in and who's a computer whiz and goes, mate, you just press that. Oh, right, no worries. I remember that for next time. And then next time it's like, can you remember how he got that line up last time? I think it's a comedy thing. They should actually mic it up because it make good comedy sketch. Yeah, I think so, mate. I do actually think so. Exactly, mate. Evening, Eros. And Godfather Jez is back on tomorrow night talking about Arsene Wenger, Emirates era. Yeah, I thought it was tonight, actually. I just checked it before I did this, and it says tomorrow, so that's why I kind of did this. Big up, Mama. Hope you are well. All good, thanks. Hope all is well with you, Eros. But I mean, if this like 135 million thing happens with a PSR, that means you're not in trouble either. Newcastle ain't in trouble either, because people still keep going on about you being in trouble. I've still seen something today about Gimaresh could be going to Bayern Munich. I don't know where they get all this information from, to be honest. Yeah, you should go learn computer courses. You mean I should go and learn them computer courses? Yeah, I mean I'd do it in a second, mate. No problem. I'd say get out my fucking room, and I'll fucking do it. Right. On this end, Mama Flossie. Yeah, I mean I don't see what's wrong, what's hard with it. To be fair, I mean you sat there watching the game anyway. I mean, if I tell you what, if it was me and I was in there, I would have the line ready. It would be at the side of the screen. So as soon as it comes to a decision, I would just press the line, and that's it. It's on there straight away. You know, I wouldn't have to mess around or anything like that. It's not odd to put a line on a bloody screen. You know what I mean? I don't see how that's odd at all. So that one baffles me. I don't. I mean, even if you don't really know computers, I mean, you know how to press a button. Surely you know how to press a button. But why are they not getting trained up? Why are they not using the preseason to like train them up so they actually know what they're doing? You know, that's the thing for me, because I don't think it's a difficult job. I'd do it, but I can't referee. So, you know, that's pretty much that. So you have to be a referee to actually do it, which I was informed of the other day, because I said, well, they should get just VAR assistants to do it. But you've got to be I mean, how odd can it be, really, to see if it's offside or whatever like that? But so I don't really know why that's the case, but that is the case. They've put that in there, and that's it. But the thing is, what you've got to take into account, these referees are easy corruptible. So, you know, they wouldn't be using anybody else, would they? But they definitely need to be looking at what team affiliates the VAR officials have got. That definitely needs to be a thing. It's always been a thing with referees, so it needs to be a thing when it comes to VAR as well. I mean, what they could do is they could train up new referees now, yeah, and actually get them on VAR. I mean, I don't know how long it takes you to learn to be a referee. I mean, if I was a referee, it'd just be, you know, that's a foul, that's not, yellow card, red card. You know, I can't. Is it really that difficult to be a referee, to be honest? I think you just got to have a pair of balls, haven't you, really? Well, I mean, not the women. Mind you, nowadays, I mean, they might have a pair of balls. You never know, do you? It's 2024. So, but, you know, I don't get why it's so difficult. I don't get why the referee on the pitch can't do things as well. Because, I mean, if I was the referee and I made a decision and I agreed with that decision, then I'm keeping it. Big up Skull Belfast as well. I missed your comment, mate. Bar sounds like a Doctor Who villain. Just needs to be in the right hands and owned over time. Yeah, it's the Daleks' new weapon, mate. I mean, even they could do a line. I mean, you know, well, most of these people probably do a line anyway, so they should know how to do it. But yeah, I don't understand why it's so difficult. The most difficult part, I would have thought, being a referee, is keeping up with the game and sort of keeping out of the way of everything. There's just too many, for me, there's too many cooks. You know what I mean? There's too many cooks in the kitchen, you know, which would be great for me because, I mean, I can't cook at all. So they could actually make me some nice dinner every now and then instead of the charcoal that I end up eating when I burn the shit out of it all the time. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see why it's so why it's so difficult, to be honest. I mean, like I say, what do you guys think about the refereeing situation? Because I think he's got to change. He's got to change. Something's actually got to change, because having every weekend, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, because you're talking about VAR for the whole week after the games, and that ain't right. That shouldn't be the case. Wait for the Euros, because I mean, what they're bringing in next season, automated offsides, which according to Jez they tried to do in the World Cup, I think it was, or that was the Euros as well. I can't remember, but that took bloody ages to actually come to a decision. So that wasn't much better either. So I don't know. It's a weird one for me. I mean, all I want to do is watch a game and and actually get get your own merits from it, and not have things taken away for stupid things like a toenail over the line, or I mean, I can understand feet, but not hands. You don't score with your hands unless you're Diego Maradona. But so I don't understand that. That makes absolutely no sense to me at all, to be honest. Looking forward to everything getting started though, and starting getting the preseason and getting players in and all that kind of stuff. Whoever's going, I know we've got rid of Ariota. Apparently, he turned up for preseason unfit, not ready or anything, on 40k a week, and he refused to cancel his contract. So basically, they've probably just ripped it up or whatever. But he's been with us since 2021, and he's not really kicked a ball, not done anything. He just got himself on a nice contract, and then just sat with it and didn't bother doing anything else. So that's that one out of the way. And I agree with that totally. If they're not, if you have to, I mean, that's one thing I will agree with Arsenal for. If just rip the contracts up, if they're not going to play or anything like that, there's no point just leaving them with the money. I mean, you're still going to have to pay them off, I would imagine. You're still going to have to pay them off. You're still going to have to pay the remainder off. Sorry. I finished watching the Gentleman last night, the series. Well, actually, I finished watching it this morning. I would massively advise people to watch that off Netflix. If you ever seen the film The Gentleman with Charlie Hunnam, cracking movie, really good film. Guy Ritchie at his best, and then he did a series afterwards, which is pretty similar, along the same lines. But again, it's really good. Some really good characters in there and things like that. Don't want to spoil anything, but it's well worth watching. Well worth watching. Well, I mean, I don't hear a lot of you going on about Arsenal. So, I mean, what's going off? Is anything going off or anything? Newcastle? Anybody? Anybody got any news or anything? Apart from Ten Hag being sacked, which nobody else can actually find anywhere. I mean, I would have thought that would have been big news, to be honest, if Ten Hag had been sacked. So I haven't seen anything based on that whatsoever. So I don't know. That one seems to be one of them. Where did you read that anyway, AFC Always? Because you said it the other day, didn't you? Because I hadn't seen anything on it at all. Carl Rossi says, "Fuck all, mate. I'm avoiding any rumours." Well, pretty much all it is at the minute is just people spouting shit on Twitter. Even our fan base is at it at the moment, just basically doing just saying things just for the sake of saying things, or what do you think of this player? Would you add that player, and all this, that, and the other? But other than that, I've not really seen anything apart from the Murillo one, 60 to 70 million, which, yeah, I'd take that. It cost us that, so definitely be a sell-on clause as well, because I think that guy's going to be an absolute star, to be honest, in the future. 100% Carl Rossi, Eros, big up matey, and big up Adama, mate. How you doing, bud? Hope you're well. And evening, Adama. Anana from Everton will be an Arsenal player, according to Fabio Romano. Well, a lot of the time he is spot on, and well, some of the time he's spot on. I don't think anybody really follows up on a lot of the stuff that he says. So sometimes he's right, sometimes he's not. But people don't tend to mention when he's not right. So, just depends really whether that's going to happen. Do you think that'd be a good one for you? That would be a replacement for Partey or something like that, do you reckon? I did read that Sesko's going to make his mind up on his future in the next few days. Adama CDM for Everton. And big up, says Eros. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, I don't really see a great deal going on at the moment. It's just normal rumour mill and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how kind of everybody gets on. But if they did the 135 mil, would that save Leicester from the 10-point deduction? That I don't know either, to be honest. Are they going to do it whereas if they do that, it comes in now and what happened before doesn't matter? Or are they going to do it the other way? Because, I bet Everton, and ourselves is like, you bastard, we'd have been all right if that was the case. I think it will be a replacement for Partey. Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing, mate, to be honest. I think Partey is a decent player. As like a backup, maybe I would say might be a good idea, but I don't know about replacement. He's all right. Don't get me wrong, but he looked better before. He kind of dropped off a little bit, I thought, and just started to look a bit like a normal average player. Buy a midfielder and loan him out, knowing Arsenal. Yeah. I think, when the Euros is on, you'll see some movement in the transfer window. I think there are probably a lot of teams waiting to see how the Euros goes and which players sort of stand out, because there's obviously going to be an influx from the Euros. So there's normally players that get a chance to actually show what they're capable of in the Premier League. Mangala's going to be playing, but basically, I think he wants to go anyway. I think he wants to go to. He's actually said that because he was on loan at Lyon, I think it is, or Lille or something like that, and Lyon something. I don't know. But basically, he's said that he will sign for them, or he'll look for something bigger, depending on after the Euros. So I'm not bothered, to be quite honest with you. Don't get me wrong, I liked him. He got stuck in. He did some good work in the midfield. His passing was never that great, to be fair. He did give the ball away a lot, but he did tackle to get it back quite a lot as well. But I'm the same as I always am. If you don't want to be in a Forest shirt, fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. I'm not interested. Not interested in a million years. I'm not one of these people that thinks, oh, well, he's really good, so we should keep him and all this, that, and the other. Nah, I want players that actually want to play for the shirt. Same as like Murillo. I would hope that he'd want to stay. But you know the way football is, you probably can't keep a player like that. Because I mean, I don't know what you guys think of Murillo, but he looks like a star to me. I think he's going to be a star in the future. Personally, I think we've picked up a really good one there, to be honest. And then you've got Shea Adams, which is who's on a free from Southampton. And I just think, well, what do we want him for if Southampton don't want him? Because Southampton have gone up to the Premier League. So if they don't want him, then why do we want him? It would give us a different dimension, I suppose, from what we have with Woods and Awanyi. But I don't know. I don't see that. I mean, I think I'd rather sort of try and birth Elanga in that centre because he's got really good pace. I mean, you look at the goal against Newcastle where Morgan Gibbs White fed it to him and he went straight through the middle of the defence and scored. You know, I mean, can't knock that. Can't knock that. I think I'd give him a bit more of a chance. I've not heard anything about Morgan Gibbs White. Last thing I heard was Tottenham was sniffing around. Tottenham seem to be sniffing around a lot of our players for some reason. I don't know why. But, you know, they need to fucking do one, to be honest, and remain being the team that never wins anything like they are. To be quite honest, that's the way that I would look at that. The rest of them, not really heard anything of any of them going. I think we've released like loads of players anyway. Lots of them, youth players. Obviously, Ariata, Ennesy's gone. Turner's going to be going. Vlachodimos is going to be going because he don't want to be like second, third choice or whatever. But I mean, he never really got much of a chance. I didn't think, to be honest. How you doing, Jackie? All right, mate. See, Wharton made the England setup, and Eze as well. Eze made the England setup as well. Nice. That just the only thing I would say about that, as good as it is, that also puts them in the shop window. Not Wharton, really, but Eze. I mean, Wharton as well, really, because if he does really well, that could put him in the shop window as well. Chiarte being released, right decision. Yeah, I think so. I think he's getting on a bit now. He's done all right when he's come on, but there has been a few times where he's looked a bit jaded. So yeah, it probably is the right decision. Mate, you have the look of a vampire hunter tonight on a stakeout. Yeti Van Helsing. Cheers, man. I'll take that. Yeah, as a Gay, Anderson, and Wharton. Yeah, you've got some good players in there, man. The only thing is that puts them in the shop window as well, because if they perform really well, then there might be more teams that actually decide to really sort of have a look at them, you know. So I tell you what, if I wish I was Van Helsing, because I'd be with Kate Beckinsale right now and ending this stream. I tell you that now. Especially in them levers. Oh my days! Any of them actually, even though the women are vampires, I'd give them one before they bite me. So yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's what I think. And Scal Belfast, I think he could still do a job for someone like Ipswich coming up. Yeah, definitely. Elise, I want to Arsenal. Yeah, I think everybody does, mate, to be honest. Well, not Arsenal, but I think Elise is definitely going to be one that gets looked at 100%. And at Anthony Herbert and Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, mate, she's tasty. She is tasty. Anthony, I want to have a £10 million house. Not going to happen, bro. I don't know, mate. If you keep skimping and skinting the way that you do, looking for sales and all that kind of stuff, you might be able to afford a £10 million house one day, mate. You never know. We'll see, Jack. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting with Elise. I do think he's going to be going somewhere, definitely. And I think as good as it is to have Eze in the England setup, I think that could put him in the shop window as well. and possibly Wharton as well. So Wharton maybe not yet, but I don't know if he has a brilliant tournament and he plays absolutely brilliant, and like he has done in the Premier League, then that could actually be a danger to you more than anything else. Look after the pennies and all that. Yeah, exactly, mate. You never know. You get a £10 million house one day. You never know. Elise won't want to come and be a backup to Saka. He's too good for a backup. He's better than Saka. I think it would be a good idea, but I think it would give Arteta a headache that Arteta don't want. You know, because he don't want to leave Starboy out, and Elise's not going to want to sit there. And I mean, he's going to be an Arsenal player, but if that happens, but he might just wait for his chance or whatever. But I think he would take Saka's spot eventually. But how's that going to go down? Because Arteta's got his favourites, hasn't he? So that's the. I think it's a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Because then it's going to revamp Saka's game, and he's going to be pushing on, and he's going to get, it's going to push him on to be better. So I do think it's a good idea, but whether Arteta will want that headache, I think that's the main thing. Elise want to come back up. No, I read that, twat. I'm good, thanks. Jack Ramsey, you okay? And yeah, all good, thanks. So yeah, I mean, it's one of them really, isn't it? Because I mean, Wharton was really good last season. Do you think that if he performs at England level and he gives that kind of performance like what he gave against us and against other teams, do you think you'd be able to keep hold of him? Because I mean, you signed that guy the other day, didn't you? Well, you signed two actually. You signed the defender. And what's that guy's name? Dice something. I can't remember. But he looks pretty decent as well. So yeah, I mean it depends, because if it goes the same way as it normally goes for us, you see players coming in and you get happy at the players that's coming in because you think, oh yeah, we had some major strength in depth going there, and then all of a sudden players go and you're like, bastard. You know, I've seen that happen so many times, man. So many times. But I think if you want to actually push on, you've got to keep hold of the players that you've got and actually just build on that. And I think you'd be all right. People like Arteta aren't respected enough by the players. A player would rather work under Ancelotti because they know even if they don't play, he can further their career. That is very true. That is very true. And Daichi Kamada, that's him from Lazio. I was watching some video on YouTube. Looks decent doing the YouTube scouting. He looks quite decent. Good shot on him, and take it round people as well, take it past people. Looks decent enough player. Whether he can take to the Premier League, I think that is going to be the main thing. And Riyad from Betis, yeah, that's the other guy that I saw. Heard different things about him, to be honest. Physical guy, basically can go missing in games at times as well. But I think Glasner used them before or played around them before or something. I'm not going to say played with them because that sounds really bad. But if Wharton keeps this up, he'll be wanted. Imagine him next to Declan Rice at Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. I mean, if he does do well in the England shirt, then it's going to transform him that bit more, isn't it? And Conor Gallagher's there as well. Cole Palmer's there, and Cole Palmer better get a lot of chances because he deserves it. He's been better than Saka, in my opinion, this season. The way he's pretty much transformed Chelsea on his own deserves to be picked, in my opinion. Already talk of Bayern Munich being interested, and Kamada has worked under Glasner before at Frankfurt. Yeah, I read that. I did read that. When he won the Europa League, Kamada was in Glasner's team. So, yeah, so he's building he's building a team with background players that he used to play with, which is smart because they know what he expects from them. And so they know straight away what it is he wants. So I think that's a good idea, and you're sort of building up quite well. Any others like on the horizon or anything like that? Because you're doing those quite early, really. I'd start Palmer over Saka. Palmer was brilliant at a shit Chelsea side. Without his goals, they've been on their bottom three. Well, I mean, Palmer, for me, has got to start. But then again, Saka plays really well for England, doesn't he? I think that's the only thing. Saka seems to play really well for England. It's just Arsenal at the minute that he's not quite on it. So it depends, really. I don't think Palmer will start, to be honest. I don't think he'll start him. He'll stick with his favourites. Yeah, we've been linked to about 100 players, Yeti. Well, yeah, normal thing, in it, really. Normal thing. We've not had any. There's no links for us at the minute apart from Che Adams, and I'm not really sure what I think about that. To be honest, I don't think he ever really cut it in the Premier League. So, like I say, it gives us a different dimension to Awoniyi and Woods. But we've got to see about Awoniyi as well. He might go. I don't know. Yeah, we've been linked. We are in talks with Sunderland for Jobe Bellingham. Yeah, he's not. He's a decent player as well, isn't he? Like his brother. So yeah, that's not a bad one, and it's good if you keep picking up these players to kind of go on. Give me a second, guys. I just need to get a drink. Yeah, so nothing really happening at the minute. I mean, look at Real Madrid. I mean, what a dream that is to win a Champions League like that, and then like be unveiling Mbappe. They're going to be unreal next season. No wonder League Gunners flip flopped and jumped to Real Madrid. Can't fault him, to be honest. Joey Bellingham would cost us around 18 million quid. Apparently worth the gamble, in my opinion. Mate, you know what? You've never done bad in picking up good players, to be fair. I don't think you've ever done bad in picking up promising like young players like Wharton, like Zaha back in the day. You've always sort of done okay with that. Elise, Eze, so I think you could be kind of happy with that. That if he's someone that you want, then he could go on to big things. There's me fucking bottle opener gone. So yeah, I mean, I think that's what a lot of teams need to be doing now. Honestly, I do actually think that's what a lot of teams need to be doing. Look in the leagues below and stuff like that, and see what talent's there. I think that's the key to the future. The only trouble is in England they get overpriced, don't they? They get overpriced all the time, so they tend to go for players from other countries and stuff like that because you can pick them up cheaper. I mean, look at us. I mean, we got Danilo, we got Murillo. A 1 year there wasn't massive fees. Not like you would have probably paid if there was English players. Eze, Elise, Gay, Wharton, Anderson, all for under 100 million combined. That's what I'm saying. And they'll all probably go for around that sum as well. They'll all go for a lot of money as well, they will. So, I mean, it's good. It's really, really good business, to be fair. Okay, early doors can't get on because he's under the thumb on his forehead. So, that's the next time you see him, just go like that. When he's on stream, just go like that. He's got a thumbprint on his forehead. Yeah, so, I mean, well, like I say, I mean, look at Real Madrid. Look what they've got and look what they've just got. I mean, that is just mad. Madness. I think next season will be the most intriguing of the three. So for Forest, I won't be as accommodating for this one. Time to step up a gear. I fear I might go full league gunner. Bro, I am with you. I'm with you 100% on that. After what I've said, 100%. If we're in the relegation again next season, I'm not going to be happy, mate. I'm not going to be happy at all. No way. It's time we started moving on there and actually getting up to top 12, top 10 type of status and not struggling towards the end of the season. Because otherwise, it just gets pathetic, Scold. It gets pathetic because we're just going to bring in decent players, yeah? We're just going to bring in decent players and then we're just going to be selling them at the end of every season. And then we're going to have to rebuild again. So what is the point in that? And players like Morgan Gibbs-White, they ain't going to want to be stuck in the bottom of the league all season. They've proved what they're capable of. So we've really got to start pushing on. So, mate, tell you what, not just be you going full league on it, mate, but me as well. I have to get you on sometime if you want to... if you've got a channel or anything like that. Have you got a channel? Yeah, well, it's up to you. If Eze and Elise go, we could get 120 mil just for them, 100%. I think you've undervalued them, though, to be honest. I do think you've undervalued them at 60 million. That's massively undervalued. Then buy 4 or 5 more Elise and Eze's. I mean, they don't come around all the time, do they? I think you're going to struggle to do that, to be fair. But, they're not something that comes around all the time. Yeti, did you hear about Steve Cooper? Has he been sacked? In line for the Burnley job. I did actually hear something like that. They should do it as well. They 100% should do it. He's a good manager. He's a good championship manager. He is a good championship manager. I think he struggles to make the jump. Although, I don't know what you think, Scold, but I think half the players that was brought in weren't even his choices. I think personally his choices was probably Shelby, Woods, Morgan Gibbs-White, maybe, probably Elanga. I don't think there was a lot of them was his choices. I don't think that at all. Not at all. I mean, who was the left back that we had? Can't remember his name. I liked him as well, but he soon wanted to get out of here, didn't he? He did you. I've just done that one. Also, apparently, email ML Smith Rowe for around 30 mil, I think. There's a good player in there. Yeah, I agree. In the right team that centres around him, I do actually think that there is a good player in there. And I think if somebody else got him and shown that, then it would just show just what a joke Arteta actually is. They reckon he will get it. He should do. 100% he should do. I think he's a cracking championship manager. But I mean, let's give him his respect, because We came into the Premier League and he got an all new team and he kept us up. So, I mean, to me, he deserves respect for that. There's not many managers. I mean, look at managers now. They take over a club. It's like, I need this player, I need that player for my situation to work and stuff like that. He just got Gev a load of players. He got Gev a load of players and he had to make a first 11. You know what I mean? So I mean, you got to give him credit for that. I just think I don't think he didn't get on with Marianakis anyway. I think they fell out at some point, and he would have got rid of him before. I think he did actually ask Nuno Santo before, but you know when everybody thought that Cooper was going to get sacked beforehand. I think Nuno said, "I'm not taking over now. I'll take over." You know, because it was sort of right towards the end of the season. So Nuno said he weren't going to take it, but then he took it now. I mean, they did actually talk to Glasner as well, but changed their mind for some reason. I don't know why. But apparently they did actually talk to Glasner before as well. Fucking hell, mate. You know what? These roll-ups are good, but you know when you roll it too tight, what me, man? Like sucking a melon through a straw. Matthias Sol from Juventus. As an Olise replacement, we want to get him before anyone leaves because otherwise he will get charged a fortune if one of Eze or Olise leaves. So we want him early. I think if you're going to try and get up into the good spots, you've got to keep hold of your players at the end of the season and just keep building and building and building. I think that's massive to be able to do. It's not the easiest thing to do, though. Hope he gets it. I liked him. Yeah, I liked him as well. I mean, everybody had this infatuation with the way he looked and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure about that, but you know, I don't personally don't think he's a Premier League manager. Not a Premier League manager that will take you to massive heights anyway. But then again, I don't know because I don't know what went on with the board. I don't know. You know, he might have had other players in mind that they said no. That I'm not privy to, so I don't know. I'm not like going to be like other YouTubers and just say, well, I'm a Forest fan, so I know what I'm talking about. You know, I don't. There's things that probably went on there where he probably had in mind other players. You know. Like I say, I'm not here to comment on that because I don't know. I don't like saying things that I don't really know much about. But loads of reliable Palace journalists are saying Palace are very confident of keeping them. So who knows? I think it's going to be difficult, mate. I'm not being funny, but I do think it's going to be difficult to keep Olise and Eze 100%. Was you Cooper out or in? I think it had come to a point where it doesn't matter really what I think because Marianakis had fell out with him anyway. He wasn't even talking to him. He was getting somebody else to relay messages and stuff. So I think there was a fallout anyway. So I think it was the right time, personally. I think Nuno actually got some exciting football going. You know, so I do think it was the right time. Big up Jez. Jez is awake. Jez is awake from his 8-hour stint, sitting there and going, I'll go as long as I'll go 72 hours. I'll beat you 72 hours. Mate, I bet you don't even remember that. How you doing, Jez? You want to come on, mate? I'll drop you the link. And Jack Ramsey, hi, Jack. And evening, Jez. Hope you are well. Let me just drop you the link if I can sort it out. Right. Anyway, Jez, just let you know, mate, that if you come on, we're going for 72 hours. So, Get your sun ready. Get your beers. Get your wine. All 6 bottles. Yeah, I mean, that was... I didn't realise it was legal on his birthday, actually. It was funny, because I looked at it just before I was going to bed, and I was like, I'm a bit knackered. I wanted to watch that The Gentleman series as well. So I was looking at it then, and then I woke up in the morning, and you're still fucking on. Craziness. Yeah, what did you think of the England squad announcement then? Any players that should have been in? The only one I would probably say was Maguire does normally do really well for England. He's not brilliant for Man United, but he normally is decent for England. And to be quite honest with you, mate, I was quite happy with what I saw, because other players are getting a chance and stuff like that, and it's nice to see. And I think the thing that I was impressed with most was seeing Jared Bowen on there, because it kind of means, like, if he keeps getting overlooked, then basically it's like, would he actually think, maybe I should leave West Ham if I want to get into the international football. So yeah, I was quite happy with that, because I think he deserved it as well. I think Braithwaite should have been in over Dunk. Yeah, probably right on that. I mean, Braithwaite's one of them. I mean, he looks all right, don't get me wrong. It's still early days, though, with Braithwaite. Big up Ryan G. Welcome back into the cave, mate. Hope you're well. And evening, Ryan G. Mama Flossie, not well today, or not well yesterday or today. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, you're not very well, bud. All that wine, mate. All that wine. Hope you're well, Mama Flossie. Maguire has been left out because of a calf injury, and he hasn't proven his fitness. But I mean, that's fair enough. Can't argue with that, can you? Take it easy. Arsenal history and more. Yeah, get well soon, Jezza. Get well soon, bro. So that's fair enough. If you aren't fit, and don't even waste a spot picking Maguire. Yeah, I agree. I like the fact that he has got different players in there to actually give him a chance. I do like that, to be honest. Get well, Arsenal history and more. Jez, mate, I'm good. Ryan G, hope you are okay. Yeah, you think company to manage Bayern is pet tax? Could be, mate. Could be. I get it, though. I do get it. I mean, he didn't really... he got his team relegated, but I do think he's going to be a good manager. And with them players, I think, well, if he can't do anything with them players, then he's fucked anyway, isn't he? Let's put it that way. I have heard that he wants Bruno, or that Bayern want Bruno anyway, but I don't know what there is in that, or whether there is anything in that or what. Yeah, have you seen us and yous are going for Che Adams? Yeah, I'm not too sure on it, mate, to be honest with you. It gives us a different dimension, but I'm not. What I don't understand is, if Southampton's just coming in the Premier League, why do they not want to keep him? We've had him on the books for ages. Steve Cooper wanted him ages ago. I'm not too sure about him, to be fair. I don't. When I've seen him play, I've not been mega impressed, if I'm honest. I think I'd rather Nuno get with, the guy who bought in for you, like Neves, and what's the winger's name? Neto. I'd rather he got involved and bought in some players like that. To be honest, tried to find some good players in that respect. Good to hear, Mama Flossie. I'm all good, thank you. Mama Flossie did it on Lee's show. I'm not 21 anymore, mate. You know what? We were saying that. We was actually saying that. It does catch up to you, don't it, mate? When you get to this. Well, I mean, I'm not your age, but I'm 51, and it can actually catch up to you when you just keep burning the midnight oil, as they say. How did you get on putting that tent up or whatever it was that your missus wanted you to do? Yeah, what did you think of the thing that Forest, Chelsea, Everton, Newcastle, Leicester, Villa need to sell players by June the 30th or could get a points deduction? Well, I'm not sure on it, to be honest, because for the simple reason Villa's basically, it looks like it might be going ahead, that the PSR is going to change from 105 million in 3 years, 105 million loss in 3 years, to 135 million. Will that put us back on track or what? I don't know. Because I don't know if they bring it in, will they still do the ones from before, or will they actually bring that in and that counts straight away? So I mean, we might actually be all right with that. More get well soon, brother, and I'm not too convinced on him either. I'd take him as we haven't got a striker. Well, I mean, if you ain't got a striker, then that's it. I think we are leading the line, though, according to what I've heard on who gets him. But no, mate, I mean, I'm not. You can have him for me. He's out of contract and doesn't want to renew, I don't think. Oh, right, okay. That's weird, isn't it, when they've just gone into the Premier League. Get well, Jez, hang in there. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Which we'd have kept Gibbs White looking back. Yeah, he's decent, isn't he? He's decent. I was one of the ones who was happy to sell at the time, but now I'm regretting it. Yeah, he has come on and he's such a workhorse, man. He just never stops. He never stops all through the game. He's so good. The only issue I have with Gibbs White sometimes is I think sometimes he should look for the pass instead of try and dribble it through, because a lot of the time they just like close him in and take the ball off him. So I'd like to see him doing that. How you doing, Dal? All right, buddy. All right, matey. Come on, jump on if you want. Godfather Jez. Yeah, get well soon, Jez, mate. Hope you get better and you're all right for tomorrow. Let this be a lesson to you, young man. Can't sit there doing 8 hours, then 7 hours, and then expect to be all right. Should know this, young man. Right, 42 million seems too good to turn down, but we got Nunes as a replacement, and he was gash. Yeah. That's what I mean. I mean, the thing is with Morgan. I mean, I love Morgan Gibbs White. I think he's great. Whether we're going to keep him or not, I don't know, but I do like him. Oh, my tooth is about to kick off at some point. I can feel it. Right, okay, so if Dal wants to come on, I don't know if he's busy or not, but I'll send him the link if he does want to come on. Where are you, Dal? Where you gone, man? Why can I never find anybody on this fucking thing? Where is it? I can't fucking find you on here. What the fuck? Where are you on here? What the fuck is going on here, man? Oh no, that's Transeds. Right, so you got that pink thing. I can't find it, mate. Send me a message, and if I can get you on, then you can jump on, mate. Can't find you on there, to be honest. I don't know where the fuck you are on there, but yeah, you liking Nuno Yeti? I'm liking what he's doing. I like the fact that I still don't like the low block. I prefer it to be a bit more of a mid block, to be honest, because low block in the Premier League is kind of deadly because if you make a mistake there, you're giving them a free kick outside the area, and there's a lot of really good technical free kick takers in the Premier League. So yeah, I mean, I like him. I like what he's doing. I like the fact that we had more interesting football to watch as well. Although if you watch the game against Brighton, it was fucking awful. We never pressed. We never did anything. I think we need to press a lot more. I think we need to concentrate a lot more as well. I think going forward we look decent, but pressing, that's non-existent sometimes, and that kind of does annoy me a little bit, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know whether that's down to him or down to players or whatever. I mean, if Ryan Yates is on, he'll press till he's fucking dead, to be fair. Yeah, that was his problem at Wolves. He always struggled to get us out of a back five. We're still using it today. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, when we played against Man City and we used the back five, I was really quite surprised how well that went, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a full-on low block and scared and all that kind of stuff, and we actually got quite a lot of good attacking moves going. I think up front, I think we're all right. I think we need another striker to change it up a little bit. I think we'll probably do with a bit more depth on the wings. Callum Hudson-Odoi's been amazing. To be fair, he's been absolutely awesome, but he's getting looked at now as well. So, might lose him. I'd like somebody else where Alanga is. So there's somebody sort of pressing him for the shirt as well. Sangari, in my opinion, he's got the possibilities of being a class 100% player, but he's got to have a pre-season, see how he gets on. I think he struggled a little bit with the transition to the Premier League this season. Plus, he had the Ivory Coast thing, whatever it was, Copper America or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I think we're on the verge of good things. I think we've got to keep our team together, and keep it going with that. But your manager, the guy that took over. What did you think of Lopetegui anyway? Because he didn't stay long, did he? He's now took over as West Ham. But what did you make of him? Did he really did he manage any games? I can't remember. Yeah, what did you actually think of Lopetegui? Yeah, I can't see you on here, Dal. I don't know why. I'll chuck it in Transheads. That's the only place I can actually find you. So I'll chuck it in there. So Lopetegui, that's going to be an interesting one for West Ham. Do you know what happened at Wolves with Lopetegui? Because I think the guy you've got now, I think he's quite decent. And I think in the VAR thing, to get rid of VAR, which you guys started to say to get rid of it, everybody's voted to keep it. So, but then again, we have a problem with the VAR assistants more than the actual VAR system. The VAR system with people that know what they're doing, I think would work really well. But at the minute, you've got people that haven't got a fucking clue what they're actually doing. They don't even know how to put a line on the fucking screen. So that's kind of fucking weird. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we do, and I'm not looking forward to seeing who we lose, to be honest. And it is possible that we could definitely lose Murillo because he just looks he just looks brilliant. Honestly, it's like Saliba, right? Saliba does a tackle on somebody in the box to stop him shooting one time in the league, and everybody's got their tissues out and wanking over him left, right, and centre. And it's like Murillo's done that 2 or 3 times this season. mean, that one on Antonio was just class, absolute class. Not many people would have actually done that. They'd have been scared to actually do it. And then the run through against Crystal Palace, which, to be honest, he should have buried it really. But that was just beautiful. I do really. What do you think about him, Scald? I really do like Murillo. He's fucking awesome. I don't think we'll keep him though, to be honest. I don't mind Lopetegui. He kept us up when we were absolutely doomed with 10 points at Christmas, and Jez was telling an interesting story about his stint as a Motorhead roadie on that big stream. I remember my dad, uncle doing local crew for their gig in Belfast, setting up the bomber rig. Nice. Big up to Lemmy. Big up to Jezza. I don't think he's ever told me that story, to be honest. A lot of Wolf fans don't like him because of the way we left, but we would be in the championship without him. Yeah, well, I mean, that's always got to be taken into account, hasn't it? But I mean, that manager you've got now, he seems like a possible up and coming decent manager as well. I like that Einer at Forest, however you spell it. Oh, Einer's awesome. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen anybody burn Kyle Walker like Einer did against Man City. Absolute class. Great player, Einer. Really do like him, and we triggered a year's extension as well. So, oh fuck off. So we're definitely keeping him, which is awesome news. And Willy Bolly, I think, as well, who's been decent. Gary O'Neill has done a great job considering he's had hardly any money to spend and we've got a tiny squad. He seemed all right, actually. I think you got fucked a lot with VAR, though, haven't you? I think between us two, I think we both got fucked by VAR quite a lot. And everybody's saying that we're moaning all the time, but the thing is, when you put a lot of effort into a game and you lose it based on a stupid decision, it's kind of annoying, isn't it? It's a big league, and you don't need that kind of shit. Yeah, mate, he's a bull. Bro, he's awesome. Honestly, Murillo is one of the best defenders I've seen for a good while, to be honest. He'll take chances. He makes some mistakes. He's learning. You know, he's 21 years old. He's learning, but like you say, he's huge. He's massive for 21. And he's just such a 100%er as well. I'd love to keep him, mate, but I can't see it. But if he goes, it better be about 60, 70 mil with add-ons, with sell-on clauses and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I heard that Real Madrid was looking at him. So we ain't going to stave them off, mate. We ain't staving them off. Yeah, us two got screwed by VAR. Yeah, we was probably the worst that got screwed by it, weren't we? I mean, I knew the top teams would say they want to keep it anyway because they've done all right out of it, to be fair. You have been comfortably safe, and we could have been in the top 10 if the VAR could do their job properly. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy, and the worst thing is, every single week we're talking about VAR. You know, you watch the weekend football, if you remember, back in the day, you watch the weekend football and you're talking about the good moves and the good, and the good goals and stuff like that, good tackles and everything, good saves. Nah, all you're talking about is a fucking VAR decision. It's all the time. All the time. Why does it take so long to come to it? I mean, why the hell does it take so long to come to it? If it's offside, why not put the line straight on there, straight away? Makes no sense. The only thing I don't like about VAR, to be honest with you, they've only got 13 more stars than us. Yeah. Exactly. But the only thing I don't like about VAR is basically it's the goal thing. You know, you can't take away fans celebrating a goal at a game. You know, and it's getting to the point where I've seen it. I've seen it happening where people are like, you know, they're like that. Oh, is it a goal? Is it? No, you can't take away that moment when you score. You can't take that away. That's football. That's what football's all about. That's why we go to the games to see the goals and fucking celebrate when we see them at the back of the net. So you can't take that away. That's one of my biggest issues with VAR, to be honest. I don't get why they didn't get the semi-automated offside from the World Cup put straight into the league instead of Premier League drawing their wonky lines on. Yeah, well, I mean, that's coming in next season, isn't it? So that's going to be interesting as well. Yeah, what do you guys think, though? Because the more and more I watch football now, the more this sideways, backwards setting up, nobody trying to run past somebody and take them on and all this kind of stuff. You think it gets a little bit boring, you know, when you want your team, like say, for instance, you're 1-0 down and you're prattling around with the ball at the back, passing it sideways and all that kind of stuff. Does that piss you off? Because I know it does me. I might just get the ball forward, even if you lump the fucking thing. You know, just lump the fucking thing, get it in that area. You never know. You might drop well and you might get a chance. You don't know. It's boring, mate, to be honest. Yeah, I agree, Cole. I agree totally, man. Totally. Everyone's obsessed with copying Pep instead of having their own ideas. Yeah, spot on. Absolutely spot on. And the thing is, certain managers ain't Pep, so you can't just copy what he's doing. You know, I mean, I'd like to. I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to see a 4-4-2. You know, where basically one of the wing backs or something actually jumps into the midfield when it's needed or something like that and makes it a 5. You know, I'd like to see stuff like that. That to me is kind of clever stuff to do. Obviously, it's going to leave you open on that side, but then you've got to have somebody who's going to cover for that. So that's what I'd like to see personally. Barely any fight left. Yeah. That's the weird thing, though, Carl. It's like you'll see a game and you'll be 1-0 down or something, and they're just pissing around with the ball. And you're like, well, you're not going to score there, are you? You know, what happened to the old-fashioned oof the bastard thing up the pitch? You know, to your winger, and hopefully he gets across. And you know, but now it's just like, oh well, we can't get past them, so you know, we'll just sit here and pass the ball around. It's bollocks. It ups your passing XGs and all that kind of bollocks, but that doesn't tell the story of the game, does it? It's like when fans turn around and say, "Oh, we had 8% possession." Awesome, you lost 3-0. The possession don't matter. You lost 3-0. That's what matters. You know, so that's never made any sense to me. I dread that play when I see it, especially when they're ahead at the end of half or something. It's like, do you even watch the clock? Yeah. I just think it's boring. I think it's getting taken away from the fans because the fans want to be entertained. When they buy a ticket for a game, they want to be entertained. They don't just want to watch the team making the most passes and all that sort of stuff. You know, Liverpool's done that for years, where they want the possession, but the possessions, there's no point in possession if you're not putting it in the back of the net. That's what the game's all about. I've seen so many YouTubers after a game saying, yeah, but I think you're being a bit harsh. We got like 85, 90% possession all game. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, but you lost 1-0. Yeah, but that don't matter. That don't matter. That we ran that game, but you lost. You lost, mate. Yeah, but we ran the game. We had all the possession. We had that game complete, but you lost, mate. You lost. They got 3 points. You got none. So what the fuck does that matter? I've never understood it. Never understood it. What matters is putting the ball in the onion bag. That's all that matters. I mean, and some of our counter-attacking football last season was class. The one against Arsenal in the first game of the season, the goal we scored when the one he plays it to Alanga, and Alanga just fucking goes. And then Awonyi goes and Alanga plays it into him and he scores. Beautiful counter-attack football. Beautiful. And I think that's what kind of we've been doing with Nuno. And I like it. I like it. I just hope he can get us concentrating next season and get everybody on the same page. So, like, when you get in the lead, you've got to keep the lead and, and try and expand on the lead, and then concentrate when the other team's coming at you. Because I think that's been our biggest issue this season. Happened a lot to us last season when we dominated the ball. We tended to lose. Then when we had like 30% of the ball, we played better stuff. Exactly. Some teams perform better with not having the ball as much. I mean, you've seen it so many times. There's a lot of teams. I mean, look at Leicester when they won the Premier League. They didn't have all the possession. They just had amazing counter attack and an amazing forward line that was able to do the business. That's what they pretty much did it by. And I think that's pretty much how you take. I mean, because let's face it, against the top teams, we've done well. We did well against the top teams this season. We could have beat Liverpool at City Ground if we hadn't made that stupid mistake at the end. And Callum Hudson-Odoi had just oofed the ball out of play. We could have actually beat Liverpool. We didn't do bad against City, I don't think, apart from sort of going to sleep on Kevin De Bruyne, which is just fucking stupid, to be honest. But it is one of those, isn't it, really? Coach friends tell me they are drilling playing out from the back into the kids now. They get bollocks for not doing it. Yeah, see, nah, not for me. I don't. You see, the thing is, having the goalkeeper thing where you can pass it back to the goalkeeper, I think that's a really good thing. But I think teams need to press the keeper when he gets the ball, and they tend to just stand off. And I think to me, it makes no sense because if I was a striker, as soon as that goalkeeper's got at his feet, I am running at him like a train. Well, maybe like 20, 30 years ago, but not now. I'd probably fucking pass out before I got anywhere near him. But, back in the day, I would be just running straight at him and make him panic. Otherwise, there's no point in any of it anyway. And won more games and points. Hey, big up Maltor. How you doing, buddy? Big ups, mate, and big ups, chat. Maltor Seba. Hey, mama, and hey, Maltor Seba. Yeah, so I'd have thought the teams would have kind of adjusted to that and made sure they always had a player that was running straight at the keeper as soon as he's got it at his feet. Pressing really a lot higher. Not everybody a lot higher, but the striker, just run at the bastard. But if you get it off the keeper, that's it. It's a goal. It's not it's common sense, isn't it? If you run and take it off that keeper, that's a goal. 100% a goal. Maybe that'll be something that they'll work on. Well, also, another thing as well, what do you guys think about this offside thing where they don't call it straight away? I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's one of the worst rules, to be honest. Because you can have a player that fucking it's offside anyway, but they don't call it. So the player runs down the pitch to get the ball, pulls his hamstring or something like that when it was offside all the time anyway. So I don't understand that either. They're off make some stupid fucking rules. And the corner thing as well annoys me. It's got to be in the D. That's it. Make sure it's in the fucking D or the corner flag. Not just touching on the line or whatever like that. Get it. Make sure it's inside that fucking D. Job done. Don't have to do, because you can use that as time wasting tactics. You know, you have the referee walk over. That's another one that cracks me up as well, when the time wasting, when a goal is time wasting, and the ref goes right, walks right down the pitch to the goalkeeper, gives him a yellow card, and then starts walking away, and then tells the goalkeeper to carry on. You've just time wasted for him, you dozy bastard. Why are you just like, oh, I mean, it's a yellow card. Don't walk over to him, just go like that and get on with it, twat. And they never follow it up with a red either, when the goalkeeper continues to time waste afterwards. They never follow it up with a red. I'd be a right bastard as a referee, I would. 100%. If it's clear offside, they should be putting their flag up instantly. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. Absolutely 100%. Right, anyway, guys, I've gone 1 hour and 40, so I'm going to chill. And thank you, everyone who's been in here. And join the Discord if you want to. I've got the link somewhere. And, and also, like, there's a link down there for StreamYard as well. If you can click that, it's basically just more clicks to get, if anybody signs up to it, because it is a good thing for, like, YouTubers and stuff like that. And there's also a Patreon as well, which is like £1.99 a month or something like that. So if you want to jump on that, jump on that. Malto says, see you later. See you. Have a good one. Yeah, and you, buddy. And big up, yeah, you've been watching a lot of your stuff recently on playback. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ryan. Absolute pleasure to have you in here, bud, as it is with everybody else, all the other dwellers. Proper quality in here. Anybody who's like that I've found in the past that's not the right fit, get kicked out eventually. So yeah, you guys are fucking big up to every single one of you guys. And cheers, people. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, so guys, only one thing left to say. Keep it real, keep it yay. And yeah, I think the one more thing. I think we should keep VAR, but I think we should do something about the assistants, and I think we should teach the thick bastards to understand how to actually press a fucking line on the fucking thing straight away, instead of being dumb bastards and running around like pricks, not knowing what the fuck they're doing. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for being in here, and catch you later. Yeti out.